So I'm Todd Sullivan, Cannapreneur Partners. What we hope to accomplish today in this tour of our assets, our joint operations dispensaries and manufacturing and extraction facility is, it's one thing for investors to look at a pitch deck and talk to you on the phone, but actually being able to walk through the properties, see what's going on, see what's happening. At our Mendon location, we were able to take people through the entire dispensary. They were able to see behind the counters, inside our vault where we hold all the cannabis, really kind of ask questions without having to worry about interfering with the staff, with customers. So they were to have a nice, relaxed experience. We spent about an hour there.
With every consumer that comes through, we're aiming to deliver an experience, right? So can they experience the joint operations brand? It's kind of like when you think of coffee here in New England, there's a couple brands that you think about. By the way, coffee is arguably the world's most destigmatized drug. It's Dunkin' Donuts and it's Starbucks, and they both deliver a different experience. So with joint operations, that's part of our focus and how we build our brand is, number one, it's the experience. We want our consumers understanding, experience the joint operations brand, really understanding it's about delivering quality and really having a product line across the spectrum.
It's all about the community and culture for me here. Everyone I'm bringing into the location to work here, to the kind of companies we're selling, to even how we design the place. You're able to take a look at our bud bar, our terpene bar, more community, more culture, less transactional, more focus on everybody who's coming in here, because if the community is cannabis, but it's also the area we live in. People will travel here from different places, so they're a part of mine, We're all together in this and that aspect.
Cannabis is a fun thing. It's also a great medicine for many. In fact, statistically speaking, about 50 to 60% of consumers that come through an adult use dispensary, not medical, adult use dispensary, are coming in for medical reasons. So our plan is to kind of continue to open joint operations along the East Coast. You technically, because of the status of the federal law, you can't franchise businesses in cannabis, so we call it canchise actually. So yeah, our plan is to put and have joint operation brands on many, many stores across the East Coast.
Now, I'm Tom Garlock. I helped fund the construction of the facility we're in. I remember it, just the old pictures when they first bought the property. Now it's just amazing to see the progress they made, the great design that they've done. The educational things, I've funded more dispensaries and grows than I keep track of. I've never seen this type of educational experience for the customer, so I think that's brilliant on their part.
Yes, in retail I look for accessibility, simple, keeping it, to the product. So I'm looking at different levels of the real estate, the layout, the sales process, and for cannabis, the availability and the ease of doing it. And this is very, in here, it's very clean and pointed. So I could go and get my questions answered, whether I want to smell something and touch a bud, or whether I want to learn about an edible and what it'll do for the body and what's best for me. So it's real easy to discern that here, because it's so clean and open and everything's available.
So we are at Pioneer Valley, our latest acquisition, and we're very excited to partner with Pioneer Valley because not only are we now going to be in the dispensary space, but we're also going to be in the cannabis production space as well. It's fascinating. Pioneer Valley has a really dynamic team. They're really experts in their field, and they're coming out with some exciting, innovative products, which are really going to be just a game changer in the industry.
I think it's great. I think what's being produced here is what consumers are looking for. So, as consumers evolve with a new industry, they're looking for different products, different experiences, and I think the flavored products are the way to go, and that's something they do really well.
It was really neat to be able to show people how things are made so they have a better understanding when they're buying something on the shelves, kind of the process behind what went into it. It's kind of like the behind the curtain stuff that you don't ever get to really witness or watch, but to be able to show people and take people through and let them be able to touch it and hold it, it was a really cool thing. There's a lot of different ways the industry can go and a lot of different products that we can make. Just a question of finding the right mix of the right things that resonate with the customers, right? You know, that's the advantage of having retail and manufacturing together is, you know, if we want to try out a new product, we don't have to make enough of it to try and sell into 20 or 30 stores. We have 3 or 4 stores that we can just send it right through. And lets us test a lot of things really efficiently to sort of get that customer feedback immediately. So then we should, okay, hey, this is something good. Let's ramp up production and try that in other stores. So all of their products are top 5, top 6 in the state right now in their categories. So we're very happy with the reception on them. And, you know, they put out a quality product. You know, it's consistent, it's good, and that's what customers want. When we go to our manufacturing facility in Hopedale, what we want to see is what we believe we have is the single best building for manufacturing and extraction in the state of Massachusetts. And just see the size and the scale of the facility and be able to comprehend what we're going to be able to have for output there. We got lucky with this building. There's nothing like this for manufacturing in the state of Massachusetts for cannabis right now. Nothing even close.
Beverage line, canning line will be right down the middle here. They'll start using that space in there and it'll kind of flow out to here. Any other kind of gummies or any products like that will be made in the other half of the solventless lab over there. And then they'll have their vault along the back side there by the loading dock, just because it's bigger pallet stuff that needs to go out. Vault for anything else smaller will be out front here. So essentially kind of this area will be for BHO, extraction and post-processing, packaging, filling will all be kind of over here, beverage stuff over here, and then solventless and in its dedicated area.
Then we go to Rowley, it's our 3rd dispensary. Rowley's open, functioning, it's an active dispensary. So when we get to Rowley, they'll be able to actually go through the sales process of a cannabis transaction. They'll be able to see how it's done, to ask those staff questions. So we'll have staff at 2 different places. They can be able to compare the knowledge of the staff at Mendon versus Rowley and how they go through the sales process, how they answer questions, and how they make the people feel at home in that dispensary.
This industry is always changing, so there's always something new coming. So it is very important for us to educate the customers. I'm pretty confident that we are really building a nice brand. There are a lot of very smart people behind of the brand, doing our core values, beside of having fun, it is, just to provide the best experience with a great product. And anyone that come aboard with us, I'm pretty sure that you're making the right decision.
We were invited and it was a wonderful experience because the technology, the marketing, the products, the advancement of everything, and the education that they've given us. Anyone who comes in here, they'll get educated on what's good for them, and they're not just trying to make a sale. It's all about the product and how it works.
Yeah, they're
and you have to get
get
past the mental blockage and the stigma.
Right.
You can't ask for a better environment. I mean, it's
to invest.
It makes you feel like, oh, I finally did something right with my money.
And you really feel like you're a part of it, too.
Absolutely.
In that way.
We don't like anyone investing in a company who hasn't asked all the questions they have to answer. So the goal of today is to have every prospective investor be able to answer every question they want to ask and have it answered and understand fully what this is about. I think cannabis is, there's a lot of people out there that kind of say cannabis has been legal for a number of years and is getting towards the end of the run for cannabis. And I'm here to tell you that it's just getting started. We're not even legal for adult use in half the U.S. states yet. We're still only legal in about 22 states in the U.S. for adult use cannabis. There is so much growth ahead for this industry for investors. So this is our newest location in Gardner, Massachusetts. We're super excited about this one. If you look right across out our front door, you'll see a Starbucks. There's a 99 restaurant, Verizon Wireless, and we have a Jersey Mike's going in next door to us. So this is a nice traditional retail environment for the dispensary, and it's not surprising, it's our best one so far. We'll do $1 million this month in retail sales in the state of Massachusetts, which is really good, up from, last year we were doing about 100,000. So the opening of the new dispensaries and the improvements of the ones that we've already opened, and they just keep growing month after month. We keep taking market share everywhere we operate. So we're very pleased and very happy with the staff. The staff does a great job with the customers, and the customers love coming in here. They love coming back.
So it's retail, that's a winning formula. Take care of your customers, they'll take care of you.
The entirety of joint operations is a very different experience from any other dispensary that you'll ever walk into in the cannabis industry, at least in Massachusetts. We are very focused on education and helping customers and the experience that they get while they're here each and every single time.
Our dispensaries are all about wellness, education, and fun. We're really proud of that. And we now have 3 dispensaries in the Massachusetts market. We're really excited about bringing on another location as well that we're in the construction phase right now.
Cannapreneur Partners, not that long ago, was more of a concept and pre-revenue, and then we hit revenue with our dispensaries, and now we've got 3 fully open with a pipeline of more assets to open. So it's pretty exciting. I think that as that education gets out there, we're going to reach a lot more of society that's kind of what I would say kind of on the fence about cannabis.
We are very focused on partnering with the right people. Our partnerships and the teams that we work with are really the key to our success. So I'd say anyone who wants to come on board for this exciting ride, we welcome you and welcome the opportunity to show you what we've done and what we will be doing.